Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Happy to see you here again, and I sound like a game show host. Yeah. Anywho, we're going to be doing an add-on video today, and it was a request from someone called Natsuigneal, epic name, because Fairy Tail is pretty good, even though the name is a little bit... The anime is still good. But anywho's, we're going to talk about add-ons today because he wanted to know what add-ons I basically used, because he's very interested in tanking, which is something I really like to see. Someone who is actually curious and who isn't afraid to actually type a comment out asking, is this good? Could I do this with this? I find it really interesting that people ask questions because I like to help people. I like to answer your questions. So don't be afraid. If I can answer it accurately, I will. So let's start off with the add-ons, and I don't use many add-ons. That's the first thing you guys should know. Why don't I use many add-ons, you might be asking yourself? Well, think back to TBC vanilla time. Add-ons didn't have the capability they have right now. Back in the day, data wasn't saved. Curse didn't have their engine out, which basically updated all your add-ons for you pretty much automatically, which was damn cool. But back in the day, none of the data was saved, so every time there was a new patch, the data was reset. So you would have to spend at least an hour or two reconfiguring your action bars, the positions, the keybinds, all that kind of stuff. Everything would have to be recustomized, which was a pain in the ass. And I know a lot of people who played World of Warcraft back in the day will understand this. So I never used anything really that changed my UI. I only used add-ons that would help me on a day-to-day basis. So let's go through them. The first one is NPC scan and NPC scan overlay. These two work together. The overlay puts a little color marker on the map, which will tell you where certain rare spawns are going to spawn or where they can spawn. The NPC scan will basically notify you when an NPC is found, a rare is found. I find it really cool that it does actually do this for you. I find it kind of cheating though, but add-ons aren't classed as cheating, so hey, might as well use it and be on top of the game like everybody else. Because rares in Mr. Pandaria are more important than ever. They drop a really cool stuff. They drop bind on equip epics, level 87 epic gear, which is pretty decent. They drop bind on pickup blues, and they also drop really cool trinket type things. They're not trinkets, you don't equip them, you just use them. So they're basically usable items. They don't have like a charge that you can use it once and then that's it. Majority of them, if not all, are basically use and then wait X amount of time and then you can use it again, which is really cool. So the next one is Auctionator. This is an auction house add-on. It allows me to buy and sell things really easily, check who's undercut me so I can undercut them and have a little bit of a fight that way. Really good add-on. We'll look at that when we are in game. Bag Brother, Bag On. These are all basically bag add-ons. They will allow me to see what's on my other characters. They will allow me to see everything in my bag pretty much in just one window instead of multiple windows. Same with the Guild Bank and Void Storage. Pretty damn cool. Clicks is basically a key binding add-on. It's pretty decent. It just makes key binding a lot easier. I've got Gladius 5. I've actually only just installed this, but I use it obviously for PvP. It's a no-brainer. Also, Healers Have to Die is also another PvP add-on mainly. It will basically put a red plus above healers' head so you know to kill the healers. Because healers in Battlegrounds these days are freaking annoying with their increased healing and whatnot. It's really difficult to kill anybody if they've got a healer behind them. So always good to know who's healer. Quartz is a casting bar. It just makes your casting bar look a bit nicer. It also has a lag indicator, which basically, depending on how much lag you have, it will determine how much of a red bar it will show. So that's kind of taking into account your latency. We've got tidy fret plates, which is very important for tanking. This is pretty much the only add-on that I use for tanking. It's the only add-on you need for tanking, to be fair. And then we have weak auras, which I used for tanking on brewmasters only. Now, weak auras can be used for any class, any situation, PvP or PvE. It's just a versatile add-on. It's very, very good. Brewmasters need it more than anybody else because they have to track their mitigation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Grimbatol, and I'm actually going to go into my monk just to show you guys these add-ons that I've been talking about. Just a quick overview, nothing fancy. So let's load in here, and I might have to mute my sound depending on how loud and how many people are attacking around me. Let's take a while. Here we go. So wait for everything to load, and I'll show you the auctionator first. So this is auctionator, these 3 new tabs here. We got buy, we got sell, and we have more. More is where you track what you have put on the auction house, your undercuts, etc., which is pretty decent. You've got sell, which is as simple as drag and drop. It's going to scan all the auction house for me. It's going to basically undercut everybody else to put mine on the cheapest. So next time someone buys one of these items, mine will be bought instead of someone else's. So keep that in mind. People always buy the lowest cost. It's as simple as that. They always do. And that's pretty much it. If you want to buy, it's the same thing really. Do I have any cloth or anything? I don't. So I guess I'll just use this. Let's put this on, and we will do. It basically scans itself. So we've got 2 here. We've got small and we've got eternal shards. I want eternal shards, so I'll click that. And it says here 1 stack of 1. There's no price because it's not a buyout. 5 stacks of 5, 349 gold. So that's 5 stacks of 5. So there's something to keep in mind, and which is really important. The first number is the amount of stacks. So in this case, there's 5 stacks. The second number is the amount in that stack. So there's 5 stacks of 5. Same with here. There's 15 stacks of 1. So there's 15 ones. 15 stacks of 1. It's very important that you understand that and don't get it confused, because if you do, you might end up buying something that, for example here, there's 1 stack of 20 for 1500 gold. Above that I could say 20 stacks of 1 for 1500 gold, and you might buy that one, which means you just bought 1 shard for 1500 gold when you could buy 20 for 1500 gold. So keep that in mind. It is an easy mistake to make, so there you go. And let's have a look. So the bag add-on is already open here, so let's have a look at that next. I'm just going to mute my sound. This is the bag add-on. Basically, it allows you to see everything in your bag at one time, which is pretty decent. You can see individual bags if you hover over these. You can see which is in which bag, which is pretty cool. You can also see what is in your other characters' bags as well. So, Phoenix, this is my priest. As you can see, he has got some enchanting mats. And let's see, has my warrior got any enchanting mats? Well, yes, he has. So instead of logging out, logging in, logging out, logging in to all these different characters, you can just easily log in once, and then that's it. If you don't play them, then you'll never have to go on them again. All the data will be stored, which is fantastic. Really nice add-on. The next add-on is, well, let's see. Let me just go over here. So this add-on here, as you can see, me casting. The red bit is basically to my MS, my latency. I've got 21 and 22, so it's taken into that consideration. Even though it's got 190 some at MS there, so that's what it's taken into account, which is pretty cool. It just allows you to know if there's any lag on your server. The more lag you have on your server, the more it will become useful. So let's go over here to these dummies here. And I will basically show you, I can't show you the tidy plates and fret plates because I'm not actually tanking, but I can show you the weak auras, which is really important. So I'm going to attack with Tiger Palm. As you can see, weak auras is tracking it here. My elusive brew here is being tracked, how many stacks I have. So I'm just going to continue to basically attack. And as you can see, this is one of the problems that Brewmaster tanks have. We do not generate enough elusive brew, especially when we're constantly using abilities. So as you can see, I'm not getting really any auto attacks in. I'm maybe getting one as I'm spamming this ability, which is what you will be doing on boss fights, because this does more damage than auto attacks, because the amount of times you can actually spam it. And of course it does give you the buff as well, which is pretty decent. Now throughout that I've only got 5 stacks, which is very annoying, but let's keep blackout kick up, because blackout kick is very important, and the reason I have weak auras is to track shuffle, which is my blackout kick proc, which is so important. It's unbelievably important. This is going to be for another video about tanking as a brewmaster, but generally this is so important, and I will probably be showing how to set up weak auras in that scenario as well. So keep that in mind. And that's pretty much weak auras. Now there's a lot of other add-ons that I can show you, but it would take a lot longer. They're pretty self-explanatory with the other add-ons that I talked about. And with, of course, clicks, it's here. You just go into your, and you can keybind stuff. It's pretty simple. Most of these add-ons are self-explanatory. A lot of them are very easy to use. The ones that I would say that are the hardest to use, well, I guess it's just one, and that would be weak auras, because it's very complicated to set up. If you're very new, there's so many different ones here to choose from, and if you don't know or you've never done anything like this before, then it's going to be very complicated for you. But I will be here to help. If you need a tutorial on how to set up some basic tracking windows like I have here, then let me know, and I will basically help you with these. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was informational for you. If you've got any questions about any of the add-ons, if this video didn't cover it, then let me know and I'll try cover it again. No idea how I could do that, but yeah. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. Take care.